Cops that drive unmarked cars, what's the wildest thing you witnessed because they didn't realize you were watching? One time back in Montana we were on a road that had posted limits of 60 to 65 miles per hour, but everyone on both sides of the law knew that the average was easily 75 to 80 in good weather, and most people routinely did about 85 miles per hour because there was rarely any traffic. But one day in mid-late October of '05 I remember driving along doing about 70 or 75 in my unmarked black SUV when all of a sudden I see an all-black Corvette speed past me doing about 120 with all black tinted windows. It blew past me so quick and I wasn't looking behind me, so I never saw it in my mirrors, and the thing just streaked past me so fast that I didn't even get a glance at the license plate. So I remember thinking, what do I do now? Was that a street racer? Should I take off after him? Can I even catch up to that guy in this thing? And as I'm trying to figure out what the hell I should do, I realize it could be a gang member or some super sketchy drug runner that needs all black tinted windows and a fast sports car, or it could even be a FBI hotshot who thinks he's above the law and can speed whenever he wants. So anyways, I go pedal to the metal and no sirens yet cause there aren't any other cars on the road, and I want to surprise this guy when I finally catch up to him. And as I'm cruising along at right near my top speed, I'm looking down to pick up the radio and call this into dispatch when I see out of the corner of my eye the same black car parked up on the side of an exit ramp as I'm speeding past under the bridge. So now I'm slowing down as quickly and as safely as I can because I'm thinking I need to flip a hard U-turn and reverse back up to find this guy when I see out of my side mirror the black Corvette almost burning rubber to come down the on-ramp and speed back up to behind me. So I'm thinking, okay, what the F? Does this guy want to race? When should I turn on my lights and sirens? When all of a sudden this little fare turns on his front lights and his whole windshield lights up blue and red, and I'm thinking, oh what the hell, this guy is in an unmarked too. Where the heck is he from and why was he going so fast? So I decided to play it cool and just pull over to see what the hell this is all about, but as the door opens up I start to realize why that car needed all tinted windows. The officer coming up to my car is effing huge. I mean, like almost too big for his uniform and probably too big for that tiny ass sports car too. So honestly I'm pretty intimidated, but this guy doesn't know I'm a cop yet and I don't want to spook him, so I just leave my hands on the wheel and the window slightly rolled down while he moves slowly around my car looking in wide-eyed and looking me up and down. So at this point I'm about ready to get on the radio to call for backup, and I'm thinking about flashing my badge to this guy when all of a sudden he drops in a ticket through the crack of my window and it falls flat on my lap. My heart sank when I read the details of the ticket. I knew none of the boys back at the station would believe me when I told them about it, and keep in mind that I was maxing out the top speed of my vehicle, which isn't really allowed unless there is some kind of pre-approval or orders. So anyways, I'm staring down at the ticket expecting reckless driving, or a charge like street racing or public endangerment, when all I see written on the tiny pink slip is $3.50. I slowly look back outside my window and I can't believe my shitty luck to have been pulled over by an unmarked, blacked out Corvette driven by a prehistoric marine predator. So I immediately shouted on my loudspeaker, "Get out of here, you no good plesiosaur." And the goddamn monster slid right down the hillside and into a lake. I've also seen and heard a Sasquatch up in these hills too. So next time I get passed by a sports car like that, I think I'll just call it in on the radio and let them go right on by.